All right, everyone, welcome back to No Man's Land. I hope you're having an amazing day. I haven't been putting out videos as much lately, but I promise there is a good reason why.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Over the last week or so, I've actually been really sick. It wasn't COVID, thankfully, tested like 3 times, came back negative, but was just under the weather and had a lot of work to do as well, so that's why I kind of took a little bit of a hiatus. If you guys saw my most recent video, check my left hand here, talking about some new third-party lenses coming out. I actually shot that about a day before I got sick. There's been a ton of different articles coming out from Nikon Rumors, and I just wanted to explore some of those with you today as they pertain to the Nikon Z8, but we can't get into that right away. I'm actually just running some errands right now, and more specifically, I'm actually going to pick up some new guitar strings. Yes, you heard me right, I've got multiple diseases: camera collecting and instruments. More specifically, I'm a guitarist, so I'm going to be going to pick up some new strings for my Martin acoustic guitar. And that's actually an upcoming build I've got going on with my family, is building an acoustic case for those instruments. If that's something you guys think is interesting or you'd like to learn more about, comment below. I would love to do a video on that, but I just know it's not really the bread and butter of this channel per se, right? Man, I really like this background, all these billboard ads. It's pretty cool. Not too uniform, but pretty awesome. Anyways, let's get to the shop, then we'll get to a coffee shop, and we will set up to talk about the articles. Alright, so like I said, there were multiple articles that have come out since I've been sick. So we're going to backtrack to the oldest one that I was interested in having a look at, up to the most recent, which is today, talking about the Nikon Z8 announcement. We'll get into that one at the end. Okay, so the first article is about those Nikon trademarks, the new 8K proxy editing workflow software. We've all seen this video logo before. This isn't new, but it is exciting. I was recently told that a new logo Nikon recently filed a trademark for is designed for a new upcoming software solution for proxy editing workflow of 8K video. Okay, we won't go too much further on that, but you know, the fact that they've trademarked this and it's something that might be upcoming. I don't think this would be just for the Z9. I think this signals something grander, something greater, maybe a more video-centric camera body. Could be interesting. Anyways, let's keep on going to our next article. All right, now we're on to the second article, which was released on April 11th, and it is titled, Nikon Asia and other Nikon websites are currently down for maintenance. Guys, usually when this happens, it means that they're making adjustments to pricing. They might be adding a new product. They might be editing the description of an existing product. All right, website is currently down for maintenance. We apologize for any inconvenience. Nah, this could be a great inconvenience, perhaps. That's all the article says. All right, now for the most recent article, which was put out April 12th, 2023, about the Nikon Z8 announcement date. Looking at this article, going down a little bit, he has a quote. This is because if I get a tip saying the Nikon Z is coming in early May, it can mean several different things he's saying. So he's not saying he's got that tip, but it's interesting he said early May, maybe that signals something else, but it doesn't mean the actual camera is going to be in your hands in early May. It could be an internal Nikon presentation to dealers, start of a teaser campaign, a development announcement, an official announcement, or the actual release date. It could be any of these different things. So that's interesting. And I think that's great that they're saying that, right? Like, just because you might get a tip saying one thing, it could mean multiple things. It's not a guarantee that it's going to be coming out right away. On top of all that, you have different time zones, different ways of recording the date, format. For example, the Nikon Z announcement will be on 05/08/23. Is that May 8th or August 5th? This is interesting as well. Different parts of the world format dates differently. Depending on where that leak or rumor came from, it could mean multiple things. The latest I heard is to expect something in early May in the next 30 days, but as you can imagine, I have no idea what that exactly means. And also within those 30 days, the article is saying that they're expecting 1 of 2 new lenses, possibly 2, but definitely 1. Let's break it down by article. The first one talking about that 8K workflow proxy for some upcoming Nikon software. That one I find really interesting. I think that signals towards a more video-centric camera potentially coming out from the brand, which I think would be awesome. I've been saying it for quite a long time and will continue to do so. Nikon video files are awesome. They're really easy to work with. They work well in Final Cut as well as DaVinci, and the colors look great out of camera. I haven't tried shooting N-Log video before because I don't have an external recorder for my Nikon Z6, but I've had great luck with the 8-bit 4K footage coming out of it. Now, the second article about the websites being down, I think that is really interesting. It definitely does signal potentially towards something being added to the sites, whether that be a new camera body or more lenses. I think that is something that does show that there is something coming. I'm not sure what, but something. The third article about the Nikon Z8 release date, I don't know how I feel about the article. I think the fact that the author says, like, just because you get a leak doesn't mean it's going to be a release date. It could be any of these different things. I thought that part of the article was really good, but I don't see anything concrete in there that says we'll actually see a Z8 in the next 30 days, or a hint or a sign of a Z8 within that time frame. Whoever's writing these articles is sourcing things the best they can, speaking to people to try to ascertain when things will happen. Nikon hasn't officially set a release date for a new camera yet, or even hinted that a new camera is coming. Now, if it is in the next 30 days and we do get a teaser or something signaling a new camera, that would be great. I don't know whether that's going to happen, but maybe Nikon Rumors has got it right this time and knows something that we don't. Personally, I think it could be coming out in the fall. We've gone by some really big camera shows, and I know Nikon doesn't usually release things at those shows, but we've gone past those shows. No announcements have been made, no hints of anything have been given out. So I would be surprised if we saw something at the end of April, early May. And with that, folks, I think we'll leave this one here. YouTube is showing me that over 40% of my viewers have not subscribed. So please consider subscribing, and please drop a like and a comment below. And let me know, folks, if you would like me to make a video about my new guitar humidifier I'm building, or if you'd like me to stay on point and keep talking about Nikon. Anyways, folks, we'll see you in the next one.